most teenagers are wasting their time doing things that will make their future worse. And I know this because I was once that teenager. Let me give you a run through of what my day used to look like. I would wake up and scroll away, then get some sugary cereal while I binge watch Netflix, then go to my basement and play video games in the dark. Finally, scroll again before bed and repeat the next day. I am telling you with full certainty that if you follow what I tell you in this video, you are going to become better than 99% of the population. I know this because I follow the advice that everyone gives you. You only live once, enjoy your teenage years. But I got absolutely nothing from that and I regret that fully. Do not listen to fat, unsuccessful, depressed people when they give you that advice. I mean, just ask yourself, do you want to live a life that they have? If the answer is no, then you should not be taking the advice that they have to give. I want you to realize that you are in control with how your future looks like. And it begins with your teenage years, how you spend all of those years. But first, we have to go over what you need to get rid of. The first thing that you must get rid of is social media. And it is honestly insane how much time people spend on social media just scrolling away. And honestly, I can't even blame you if you're addicted because like I said, I was once that teenager that spent hours on their phone just scrolling away. You probably never thought to question how much time you spend on these apps. Now, if you're using these apps to learn, for example, putting on a podcast, then that is not a bad thing. However, most people don't do that. Most people just use it to mindlessly scroll and try to escape their reality. Social media will destroy your clarity, waste hours of your life, literally rot your brain, destroy your attention span, and make you feel depressed. These are just a few negatives, and there's so much more. I'm not playing around when I say that dopamine has destroyed the average human attention span. This is why nobody could get anything done. I mean, think about it. You probably had a time when you tried to read a book and your mind just like, it's not concentrating. The reason why is because instant dopamine, every swipe you're getting another hit of dopamine that is making your focus shift from one thing to another. And what that does is just destroy your attention span. I want you right now to go and download the app called Opal, and I am not affiliated with them at all. On this app, you can create blocks where you cannot go on social media. You cannot let these apps try and control you because these apps will hire scientists to try to get you addicted and spend as much time as possible on their app. That is why when you like a TikTok or Instagram Reel, whatever social media you're using, you see 10 more videos just like that. These apps don't care about you. All they care about is your time and your money. The next thing that you must get rid of is video games. And I know this is going to piss off a lot of people, but you should not play video games. Video games are an escape from reality, usually because the person despises their life. On the light side of days, I would spend 4 to 6 hours playing video games. And on the extreme side, I would spend around 10 hours a day. Let that sink in, 10 hours a day playing video games. I was so addicted because I hated my life. But in the video game, that's where everything felt better. That's where I had status, where I was making improvements in my life, where I had a challenge to chase. But in my own reality, I had nothing. I was a loser. I spent around 10,000 hours playing video games. And like I said, it brought me no benefits. So don't listen to people who will give you that BS advice and tell you that you could play 1 hour of video games a day. Because if you choose to do that, then you are not going to achieve the success that you want in your future. Most people will use the excuse of playing video games at the end of the night as something that will help them relax. And I have two things that will counter that. The first thing, let's be honest, 99% of the people who say I had a hard day didn't actually have a hard day. And second reason, studies have shown that when you play video games, your brain is stimulated, which actually makes your sleep worse. I want you to imagine one guy spends 1 hour every night playing video games, and the other guy spends 1 hour every night working towards his goals. Who do you think is going to have a better future? And the guy who plays video games is going to be the same guy that says it was luck. The next time waster that you must get rid of is TV shows, any type of show, anime, anything. Now, there are times when you can put on a movie. I'm not saying that you can never watch a movie. However, most people spend their entire day consuming these shows, these movies, anything that will distract them from their work. Again, I did this as a teenager. If I was not playing video games, I was watching a TV show. And most of the time, I spent my nights until 3 a.m. watching Netflix. Like I keep stressing, all these things I have went over are complete time wasters, and they are wasting your time in your teenage years, which is the most valuable years of your life. I'm not going to lie to you, when you first stop watching TV shows, you are going to feel left out. Everyone at work, everyone that you know, basically will start to tell you that you're missing out and that you must watch this show. You must watch this new and trendy show, so you will have a sense of feeling left out. However, I want you to realize that if you want extreme results, then you must take extreme actions. Over time, it will become so much easier and you will begin to think, why did I ever spend all of this time watching a fake TV show that brings me nothing in return? The next thing that you must cut out from your life is partying. When I was in high school, almost everyone would go to these parties every single weekend. I was the one that did not go to a single party. One excuse that many people love to use is that partying is a good social event. But the same people who say that are the ones who get blacked out drunk or extremely high, and they don't even end up remembering what happened. Rare occasion, the person doesn't drink or smoke, but then he spends his time with people who do. So what is the point of going if you know you are different? If you are called to something greater, why would you go surround yourself with people who do not care about their future? Again, most people are going to get angry with me when I say this, but what is the reason people go to parties? The reason why they go is fear of missing out. Everyone they know is going, so they don't want to feel left out. In this sad society, 9 out of 10 kids in high school do indeed party. So if you don't, you are seen as weird. Also, not to mention, I went ahead and asked the people who used to party religiously, do you still talk to that people? And the answer honestly didn't even shock me. They said that no one talks to each other anymore and the group basically fell off. I want you to know that every time you party, you are wasting away your potential. The final thing that I want you to get rid of is negativity. This can be from your friends, from your teachers, from your family, whatever it's coming from. You must shut out their negative opinions on your life. If your so-called friends are negative to you, it is better to just cut them off. And although you will be alone for a while, you will attract higher people to your life later on. I remember when I was a teenager, I had a few people in my life who would disrespect me, completely disrespect me, and then just tell me it was a joke after. In fact, most of the time people hate on you. Let's say you tell someone that you're trying to achieve something big. The reason why they hate on you is because they know that if you actually achieve it, they're going to feel worse about their life. They're going to feel this void get bigger because they know that they could be doing something greater as well, but they don't have the dedication or the discipline to get it done. Now, if it is someone like your teacher or your parents giving you negativity, that's something you can't really control. However, you must just, like I said, shut out their opinion. Do not let anything that they say creep into your mind. And I won't lie to you, you will be looked at crazy when you try to achieve your goals. You will receive so much hate from people who you thought would never hate on you. It will be hard at first, I'm not going to lie to you, but then it will become normal to you and you will think, why did I ever care about what these people had to say about me or think about me? Realize that no successful person was able to avoid hate. If you can get rid of as much negativity, that would be better. If you can't, keep your head down and let your results speak for you. The hardest part is getting rid of the bad things in your life. Now you need to know what to add to your life. The first one is going to be learning, and this one is extremely important. Most people stop learning after they are done with high school or college. But I want you to realize that when you stop learning, you stop improving. You can honestly learn anything that will help you get to your future vision. For example, let's say you want to get bigger in the gym. You learn about what form and what techniques will help you get more muscles. Literally go and write down the things that will help you improve your life or help you get closer to your goals right now. And the best ways to learn include reading and listening to podcasts. Reading is insanely underrated. I mean, think about it. These authors spend their entire life researching one topic and they give it to you for $10 to $20. It is crazy that more people don't read. And I was once that teenager that never picked up a book, just like 99% of the population. The reason why is because as kids and even up to high school, we are forced to read books that brought us no interest. So we developed the belief that reading is useless. Like I said, I was heavily uninterested in reading a book, but then one day I decided to pick a book up because everyone was telling me that reading is beneficial. And when I did, that changed so many things in my life. After reading my first self-improvement book, I never looked back, and now I have so much fun reading. All you need to do is literally write down the problems in your life. For example, let's say it's focus, and then purchase a book that will help you gain more focus. Podcasts are also very underrated. These are jackpots for knowledge, and you can literally listen to them if you're walking, if you're in the car, if you're cleaning. You could literally listen to it when you're doing anything. Basically, to simplify what I am saying, you must develop the mindset that you need to learn for the rest of your life. Most teenagers have a garbage diet, and although right now you don't think that it's going to bring any negatives, 10 years down the road, you're going to wake up flabby, while the guy who prioritizes his diet will wake up with his dream physique. Avoid processed, sugary, and oily foods and opt for clean, organic foods. I also extremely recommend that you go into weightlifting because this brings so many benefits. Some are confidence, more attractive, higher status. There's so many benefits that come from weightlifting. If you don't enjoy weightlifting, just choose any exercise that you could do for the rest of your life, because any type of exercise for your body is going to bring insane ROI. Next, once you have your diet and your exercise set up, you want to try and get 7 to 8 hours of sleep every single night. I'm not going to lie, I struggle with this myself, but getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep is extremely crucial if you want to have a good level of health. Do these 3 things and your health in 10 years will be unmatched. I will go more in depth in future videos on what habits to add, but right now I just want you to realize that these are some things that you must add to your life. Once you get your knowledge and your health in check, then adding these things will boost your happiness and your progress in life even more. Meditation, journaling, going outside and exploring nature, and surrounding yourself with high quality people. That is pretty much everything that you need to know to make the most out of your teenage years. While these teenagers are striving for instant gratification, wanting that pleasure right now, I want you to delay that gratification and realize that your future, like I said, will look so much better. Remember that this journey isn't the easiest, but it will be the most fulfilling for you in the future. While all these people are partying, smoking, drinking, destroying their health, destroying their future, you are going to be the one that is building it up, building that empire. And you cannot let the fear of missing out get to you, because like I said, in 10 years, you will see the biggest difference. That is all for this video. I really hope it helped you guys. If you want to subscribe to my newsletter, I'm going to leave in the description. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. See you.